Aaron Dillon here, Managing Director of AG Dillon & Co. A quick new fund announcement. The AG Dillon Anduril Pre-IPO Stock Fund is now accepting investors. Anduril Industries is a defense technology company that specializes in building advanced artificial intelligence and autonomous systems for military and national security purposes. Financial advisors only. Email aaron.dillon@agdillon.com to invest or visit agdillon.com/Anduril for fund materials. Please note this important disclosure. AG Dillon is not affiliated with Anduril. Anduril may require company approval for stock purchases. AG Dillon has not been pre-approved by Anduril to purchase their stock. AG Dillon purchases pre-IPO stocks in the secondary market and may gain exposure by directly purchasing the stock on the company's cap table and or through a third-party fund, also known as a special purpose vehicle. And now here is the November 8, 2024 pre-IPO stock market update. Perplexity, the AI search business, is finalizing a $500 million funding round that will boost its valuation to $9 billion, nearly triple its worth from just a few months ago, and a staggering leap from the $520 million valuation at the start of 2024. This will mark its fourth funding round this year, led by institutional venture partners. The AI search company has founded in 2022 has been on a rapid growth trajectory with annual revenue projected to reach $50 million, up fourfold from earlier in the year. Despite legal challenges from news publishers like Dow Jones and the New York Times over the content usage, CEO Aravind Srivastava aims for revenue sharing agreements. The funding surge comes amid intensifying competition from giants like OpenAI, valued at $157 billion, and Google, which recently expanded its AI search capabilities. Perplexity's last round was in April 2024 at $2.8 billion valuation. Vuori, the activewear clothing brand, is set to launch a secondary share sale worth $825 million, bringing its valuation to approximately $5.5 billion, up from the $4 billion in 2021 when it secured $400 million in SoftBank's Vision Fund 2. The tender offer, led by investors General Atlantic and Stripes, also allows early investors and employees to cash out some equity. Vuori, which competes with Algo Yoga, Beyond Yoga, and Rhone, is increasingly challenging industry giants like Nike and Lululemon, the latter valued at $38.6 billion. The tender terms are still subject to change as the deal is not yet finalized. CoreWeave, the AI-focused cloud computing startup, is preparing for an IPO next year with Morgan Stanley, Goldman Sachs, and JP Morgan Chase as lead underwriters. The company, valued at $23 billion after a recent investment deal involving Cisco, is planning to tap into a potential resurgence in the U.S. IPO market in 2025. Founded in 2017 as a crypto mining firm, CoreWeave has pivoted to AI cloud infrastructure, leveraging NVIDIA's powerful graphics chips. Backed by investors like Magnetar Capital, Coatue, and Fidelity, the Roseland, New Jersey-based firm recently secured a $650 million credit line. CoreWeave aims to expand from its current 28 data centers to 38 by 2025, meeting surging demand for AI computing. CoreWeave has a $24.1 billion secondary market valuation. That's up 4.6% from its September 2024 round. Anthropic has partnered with Palantir and Amazon Web Services to provide Claude AI models to U.S. intelligence and defense agencies, leveraging Palantir's IL6 environment for processing sensitive data up to secret level. The collaboration is part of a broader trend where AI firms, including Meta and OpenAI, seek defense contracts to boost strategic capabilities and revenue. Claude models are now integrated into Palantir's defense-accredited platform on AWS, following Anthropic's earlier move to bring models to AWS GovCloud. This partnership aims to enhance defense operations by streamlining data analysis and decision-making. Despite its focus on safety, Anthropic's terms allow its AI to be used for legally authorized intelligence activities while restricting the uses that pose catastrophic risks. The company, backed by Amazon, has raised $7.6 billion to date and is reportedly seeking new funding at a valuation of up to $40 billion. AI-related government contracts surged 1,200% by early 2024. Though military adoption remains cautious. Anthropic has a $26.2 billion secondary market valuation, 45.7% increase from its January 2024 round. Mistral, an AI large language model company headquartered in France, has introduced a new content moderation API powered by its fine-tuned Mistral 8B model, designed to classify text in multiple languages like English, French, and German into 9 categories, including sexual content, hate speech, violence, personal identifiable information. The API also supports Mistral's LeChat chatbot platform, can be tailored to various safety standards and applied to both raw and conversational text. Mistral claims to its model is highly accurate, but acknowledges it's still evolving, especially given common biases in AI moderation, such as misclassifying African American vernacular English as toxic. Additionally, Mistral has launched a batch API capable of reducing costs by 25% through asynchronous processing, competing with similar offerings from Anthropic, OpenAI, and Google. Mistral has a $6 billion valuation as of its last primary round in June 2024. Canada has ordered the dilution of the TikTok Technology Canada Inc., citing national security concerns linked to ByteDance, TikTok's Chinese parent company, while not restricting Canadian users' access to the app, which is silly. Industry Minister Francois Philippe Champagne, I believe that's how you pronounce his name, emphasized that this decision, based on security review, aims to protect Canadians' data without blocking the platform itself. The shutdown of TikTok's Canadian offices in Toronto and Vancouver will result in hundreds of job losses, with TikTok planning to challenge the order in court. This move follows Canada's previous ban on TikTok for government devices and comes amid heightened scrutiny from Western nations over data privacy. TikTok, with over 170 million users in the U.S., faces similar pressures, including a potential forced sale in the U.S. under legislation signed by President Biden, while Australia explores tighter social media regulations for minors. In my opinion, shutting down TikTok and ByteDance from the Canadian U.S. markets is inappropriate unless there's direct proof of national security concerns, which none have been brought or offered, offered by any government to date, is to my understanding. SpaceX, the space payload delivery and satellite internet company, is preparing for its 6th Starship flight on November 18, less than a month after its 5th test flight, a couple months back, This suborbital mission will replicate Flight 5's objectives, but include new tests, such as relighting a Raptor engine during coast, and to prepare for future orbital missions. The FAA has already cleared this flight, allowing SpaceX to proceed without regulatory delays. The mission will also test new thermal protection materials and catch-enabling hardware for the booster. I love watching these things get caught out of the sky. It's so cool. SpaceX successfully caught the booster in Flight 5, overcoming technical challenges that almost led to an abort. Future upgrades will focus on enhanced redundancy and structural integrity. The mission is crucial for SpaceX's role in NASA's Artemis moon missions, as the company targets a rapid weekly launch cadence to support propellant transfer tests needed for a 2025 uncrewed moon landing. SpaceX has a $228.1 billion secondary market valuation, up 8.6 versus its July 2024 round. All right, let's look at the pre-IPO stock performance as of November 4, 2024. Up this week, we got Wiz up 18.3%, XAI is up 7.9%, Hugging Face is up 7.8%, Deals up 5.0%, and Grok is up 3.8%. Down this week, Scale AI is down 5.1%, Epic Games is down 4.3%, Cohere is down 2.5%, Discord is down 2.3%, and Chime's down 1.7%. Top valuations: ByteDance is at $291 billion, SpaceX at $228 billion, OpenAI is at $157 billion, Stripe's at $84 billion, and XAI is at $51 billion. Subscribe at agdillon.com/subscribe to get the most current valuation, revenue multiples, and performance data delivered to your inbox. Okay, let's look at performance for the AG Dillon pre-IPO stock vintage indexes as of November 4, 2024. The 2024 vintage index top contributors since inception: Revolut's up 201%, Rippling's up 121%, Anduril's up 71%, OpenAI's up 56%, Anthropic's up 43%. The 2024 vintage index is up 63% since its inception, or year to date 2024. There are no detractors in the 2024 vintage index. Key metric averages for all vintage indexes 5 years old or older. 472% cumulative return since inception. 58% of that's realized or distributed investors. The hardcore VC metrics, 5.72 TVPI, 3.31 DPI, and 2.40 RVPI, 4.1 years to quote unquote return the fund. Subscribe at agdillon.com/subscribe to get the most current pre-IPO stock index fact sheets, including vintage data by year from 2025. Okay, that's it for me this week. If you have any pre-IPO stock research needs, please reach out. Thanks, and see you all next week.